Hi, I'm Wes. Welcome to Secureish, a cyber series where we explain cybersecurity topics and make them so easy, even a baby could understand it. Or, your grandma. In episode 1, we looked at how tech is basically in everything we do. So today, we're going to dig into the 3 main goals of cybersecurity: keeping your information safe, accurate, and ready to go when you need it.
So you're saying my pictures, my games, and my bank account all need bodyguards?
You got it, Grandma Bance. That's exactly what I'm saying. The short answer is a big yes. They absolutely need bodyguards. And believe me, these digital protectors have very specific names and jobs.
All right, so let's go ahead and meet this security detail of yours. In the world of cybersecurity, there are really 3 core ideas, 3 main jobs these bodyguards have to keep your digital world on lock.
This whole framework is known as the CIA Triad. And no, not that CIA. It actually stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So think of it this way. Confidentiality is the bodyguard that makes sure only you and your friend can read your texts. Integrity is the one who makes sure that when you send $50 to somebody, it doesn't magically turn into 500 along the way. And availability? That's the bodyguard who guarantees that when you want to pull up that vacation photo, it's actually there.
Okay, so you might be thinking, why are these bodyguards so important? Well, to really get that, we need to follow the wild journey your information takes every single time you hit send. And trust me, it's not just a straight shot.
You see, instead of sending a whole photo in one big file, the internet is way smarter than that. It breaks it down into these tiny little pieces called packets. You can just think of them as tiny digital envelopes. Each one has a little piece of your data, plus an address for where it's going and how to put it all back together.
And here's what that trip looks like. It all starts on your device, right? That's where your data gets chopped up into all those little packets. Then they shoot through your Wi-Fi router and out into what you can think of as the internet's giant mailroom, this huge global network of data centers. And what's crazy is that those packets might take totally different routes around the world, only to show up at the destination and get put back together perfectly, all in less than a second.
Now just think about that journey for a second. Your info is passing through all these different hands. So what happens when one of them, like the Wi-Fi at your local coffee shop, isn't secure? Well, that convenience suddenly comes with some serious risk.
Exactly. What happens when that public mailroom, that public Wi-Fi, is wide open for anyone to use, including people who have some pretty bad intentions? It becomes the perfect spot for someone to snatch your digital envelopes right out of the air.
One of the biggest dangers out there is a trap called an evil twin network. Picture this. You're at the airport, and you see 2 Wi-Fi networks. One is called official airport Wi-Fi, and the other is called free airport Wi-Fi. One is legit, but the other is a trap set up by a hacker. If you connect to the wrong one, that hacker is now sitting right in the middle of everything you do online. And once you're on that bad network, it is open season. This is called a man-in-the-middle attack. They can literally eavesdrop on your activity, steal your passwords when you log into stuff, and even push viruses right onto your device. Just like that, your confidentiality bodyguard has been completely knocked out.
Okay, I know that sounds pretty scary, but this isn't about making you afraid. It's about making you prepared. You have the power to fight back, so let's open up the Security Playbook and go over the plays you can run right now.
Here is your 4-step safety check. Number 1, use a VPN, and we'll break that down in a second. 2, look for the little lock symbol and HTTPS in your browser's address bar. That's your signal that the connection's secure. 3, turn on two-factor authentication, or 2FA. That extra code they text you makes it so much harder for anyone to break into your accounts. And finally, just be smart on public Wi-Fi. It's probably not the best place to do your online banking.
So what in the world is a VPN? Well, a virtual private network basically creates a private, secure tunnel for your data to travel through. So even if you happen to be on a sketchy public network, anyone trying to snoop will just see a bunch of scrambled, unreadable nonsense. It's like putting your digital envelopes inside a locked armored briefcase before you mail them.
The most important thing to take away from all of this is that you do not need to be a tech expert to stay safe online. These tools, these habits, they're for everyone. And in our world today, they're more crucial than ever.
And that really is the bottom line. Protecting ourselves in this digital world is a team sport. It's not about becoming a cybersecurity genius. It's just about building a few smart, simple habits that can keep you safe every single day.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of Secureish, brought to you by the Tech Playbook Inside the Stack. Your information absolutely has bodyguards, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. But here's the thing, they can't do their jobs all alone. So the question I want to leave you with is this: are you giving them the right tools for the job? Follow the channel, like our videos, and leave a comment to join the conversation and take control of your digital security.